Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube segment, I'm going to be talking about the life path number 11 in numerology. Now, um, as far as the life path number in numerology goes, just in general, I mean, this can be seen as an intrinsic number, but it could also, compared to an astrology chart, I don't think it supersedes as far as the impact that an astrology chart would have on someone, because the life path number is just one component in numerology. And as far as astrology chart goes, there's many components in it that make up the whole. But the life path number can have certain significance. This number 11, of course, is a master number, and people can really that have life path number 11 can have certain monumental achievement as long as they're not going in the other direction and being using their ability, their strong attributes and abilities to run rampant over others, and such as romping over others to reach some kind of point of success or power or what have you. And the thing about it is, or even just using their abilities for the wrong reasons, such as somebody that becomes very proficient in information technology and tries to use that to hack computers, things of that nature. It's not because these people really can reach high attainments as long as they have the focus in the right direction. Now, this life path number 11 seems to correspond strongly with the 12th house in Pisces in astrology, even though 11 doesn't correspond with 12. But for whatever reason, it does, and really, the number 11 itself doesn't seem to, obviously isn't 12, but it seems to correspond with that 12th house in Pisces in astrology. And this is a person that could have very strong intuitive prowess, maybe even be mediumistic. It could be somebody that could be very psychic. The thing about this, though, is that this is a person that could be very attuned to vibrational energy of others. They could be very sensitive to it. It could be good, used, manifest, positively. It could be somebody that understands the temperament and moods of others, and really is able to relate to those people because of that. But at the same time, if somebody's picking up real negative energy from somebody, there's a danger that they can succumb to that energy, or maybe even mimic it. This is a person too that I see that could be very capable of a very strong self-sacrifice, as this is connected. I see this being connected with the 12th house and Pisces in astrology. But at the same time, the numerology number 2 is connected with this as well, as this is an elevated version of 2. So 2 can be used, being in astrology, 2 is the house of Taurus. So I think this is something where this energy, this person be corresponding strongly with Pisces. I think this number again, is in 12th house energy in astrology. This could be a person that might be strongly, in some cases, be strongly about fantasizing and daydreaming, and have a plethora of ideas, but maybe not put them to use. But because it's an elevated number, I see this as an elevated number of the number 2 in numerology. Perhaps it could give some stability to it, and the person may be able to generate a good income with their abilities as far as this goes. But the thing about it is too, I think a lot of this too, this energy can be this is really if you look at your chart, astrology chart, it's important to see if there's many contraindicators, or if there's other things in it that might even confer or reaffirm this energy of the master number 11. If you have Mars in adverse aspect to Neptune, and some planets, like say in the 12th, or say like the Sun or Mars in the 12th house, you may be more of that dreamer, of that fantasizer, as opposed to actually taking action on this energy that's connected with the master number, this master number 11. And also too, it could be something too. Now, let's say you have your Neptune well aspected, and it say it makes a good aspect to Mars or to Saturn. This is a person that could really home in and be able to work well on these 11 house. Life path number 11 attributes. And the thing about it too is, and also, I mean, if your astrology chart is such where it's more about, I mean, if you have a preponderance, say, of earth energy, and say you don't work, let's say you don't have any like water energy in it, and you don't have very little or no compensations by house placements, which of course would be the 12th, the 4th, and the 8th house, you may not really have the intuitive prowess as the typical life path number 11. So it's important to look at the astrology chart as well to get a little bit of a blending with this energy of life path number 11. Now, the thing about this too is, so I think sometimes the danger of this, I mean, this person can be more capable of reaching higher attainments through being very sagacious and having very strong wisdom than the other life path numbers that fall before them, the life path numbers 1 through 9. However, this person may set that bar a little bit higher than it needs to be, so to speak. It could be that person that may be striving to produce 500 YouTube videos in a year, when really all they would have had to do, even if they did one every other day, which would be about 180 YouTube videos, that would be sufficient. Maybe what it is with some of these people that have the life path number 11 is that they deliberately, in some cases, or subconsciously, maybe set the bar higher than really it needs to be, so they can truly reach what they're trying to attain. And in that example could be like 180 YouTube videos as opposed to the 500 in the year. So those are some examples that as far as this goes, as far as this life path number 12. And I would think too, life path number 11, but because I do believe again that this can strongly correspond with the 12th house Pisces energy, like in astrology, that perhaps the person that has this life path number 11 can be proficient in Pisces, the 12th house type fields, such as, I mean, could be poetry, dancing, theater, the filmography, things connected with illusion, or even the metaphysical, which includes astrology, photography, chemistry. And the thing about it is, when people really put this to their best use, and they make their achievements, I mean, whether it could be in astrology or photography or what have you, they might leave such a strong impression on others that the people that say these items, these things that are created by life path number 11, people can certainly be mesmerized and awestruck by them, to the point where it really leaves some kind of strong impact or a very strong impression on them, that people that have non-master numbers in their life, as far as their life path number goes in numerology, that they may not have that ability to do so. It's just something very special about having life path numbers that are master numbers in numerology. And of course, the life path number 11 is certainly one of them. So anyway, people, well, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment for my take on the life path. Not astrological segment. This will conclude this YouTube numerology segment, in which I give you my take on the life path number 11 in numerology. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be talking about the life path number 22 in numerology. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.